The first time humans brought Starfruit to the Galactic Child Exchange Program, no one expected it to cause an interspecies incident, or a minor diplomatic crisis, or the official declaration of a fruit as a protected interstellar cultural treasure. The cubs of the Zalathi were small, about the size of a human toddler, with fuzzy teal fur, oversized golden eyes, and tails that flicked like nervous metronomes. They were famous across the galaxy for two things: their extreme cuteness and their extreme caution around foreign food. "Remember," Dr. Hainan told her team, setting down the crate, "Zalathi digestive systems are sensitive. Introduce foods one molecule at a time. No sudden experiments." The cubs stared from behind the safety glass, their ears twitching. A dozen tiny noses pressed to the transparent barrier, fogging it with breath. Inside the crate lay a pile of yellow-green fruit shaped like five-pointed stars. "Starfruit," Hainan explained gently. "Earth fruit. Sweet, tangy, high in vitamin C. Safe for humans. Probably safe for, well, everything." She paused. "Probably." The youngest cub, Pri, volunteered first. Volunteers were rare among Zalathi cubs. Normally, they debated for hours before approaching anything new. Pri was fearless. She climbed onto the feeding platform, tail curled in determination. The robotic arm placed a thin slice of starfruit on the sterile plate. She sniffed it. She poked it with a claw. She licked it. Her pupils dilated so fast the cameras barely captured it. Then she shoved the entire slice into her mouth. Silence followed. The researchers held their breath. Then Pri froze. Her ears shot straight up. Her fur puffed like a startled dandelion. And she let out a sound no Zalathi had ever recorded before. Rape. The other cubs gasped. The human interns melted into puddles of awe. Pri began to wiggle. She rolled on the platform, tail flailing, tiny paws clutched to her cheeks. She chirped in her musical language. "It's sunlight, but sweet." The translation software struggled. Zalathi linguistic module. Subject experiencing extreme pleasure. Comparable human phrase. "This is the best thing ever." Within minutes, every cub demanded starfruit. They lined up. They squeaked. They bounced. One tried to climb into the crate. Dr. Hainan raised a hand. "Slow down. We must observe moderation." But moderation vanished when the cubs discovered they could stack slices into tiny star towers. They built edible constellations. They arranged fruit into galaxy maps. They sang songs to the starfruit. One cub, Loro, hugged a slice and whispered, "I will name you Stellar Friend." The humans watching the live feed across Earth went feral. The problem came when the adult Zalathi delegation arrived. Ambassador Threx, a towering, dignified Zalathi with silver ceremonial markings, entered the lab with a serious expression. He stopped. He stared at the cubs rolling in piles of starfruit, their fur stained yellow, their tails sticky. He stared at Pri, who was wearing 5 slices like a crown. "What," he asked slowly, "is happening?" Dr. Hainan cleared her throat. "We introduced an earth fruit. It appears to be highly appealing." Threx approached a cub. "Is this substance addictive?" Pri stared at him with reverence. "It is the flavor of joy," Threx blinked. He picked up a slice and analyzed it with his wrist scanner. The readout showed no narcotics, no toxins, no hallucinogens. "Then why?" he asked. "Are my people vibrating?" Later, in the conference room, human and Zalathi scientists met. Professor Cato projected a hologram of starfruit's molecular structure. "Your species evolved on a planet with high radiation and bitter nutrient plants," he explained. "Your taste receptors evolved to detect trace sugars as extremely rewarding. Starfruit has a unique balance of acids and sugars that your receptors interpret as euphoria." Threx nodded slowly. "So this is not a drug?" "No," Cato said. "It's dessert." Threx looked troubled. News spread fast. Headline: Human fruit causes alien cubs to experience unprecedented joy. Earth's farmers saw an opportunity. Zalathi merchants panicked. Other species demanded samples. One reptilian diplomat declared it unacceptably delightful. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session. "Humans have weaponized produce," shouted Representative Glax of the KRRN Union. "It is not a weapon," Dr. Hanen argued calmly. It's agriculture. Your agriculture causes uncontrollable happiness. Yes, Hanen said. That's the point. The council chamber went silent. Instead of banning Starfruit, the Zalathi embraced it. They created festivals called the Sweet Sun Celebration. Cubs painted murals of star-shaped fruit floating through space. Zalathi poets wrote verses comparing starfruit juice to nebulae. One famous quote spread across the galaxy. Humans tasted stars and made them grow on trees. Earth was suddenly very popular. One evening, Dr. Hanen sat with Pri, watching the artificial sunset in the habitat dome. Pri held a slice of starfruit carefully, like a sacred artifact. Why did humans share this? She asked. Hanen smiled. Because we like sharing things that make us happy. Pri thought for a long moment. Then she said, then humans are a good species. Hanen laughed softly. Years later, when humanity joined the Galactic Alliance, the Zalathi delegation brought a gift. A golden plaque shaped like a star. It read, to humanity, you brought sweetness to the stars. May your kindness grow forever. And somewhere in the universe, a small alien cub discovered that the galaxy could taste sweet.